Hey, you know what? I was thinking about something today, man. That kind of messed me up, but I was thinking about it today. But I wanted to make this video. I wanted to talk to younger men about something that's pretty important, and that's the way that older men fail younger men. Um, Nobody talks about it, but I need younger men to understand something. Today, you keep hearing this talk about money. It's everybody's talking about money. People just worshiping money. Get to the money, get to the bag. I'm in my bag. Get to the bag, get to the money. He getting his money though. Get to the money. Get to the bag. Look, money is important. It is important, and we would all like to have more money. We would all like to have more money, but it's not all important. Mm-mm. I like money. I like nice things, but money is not all important. But one of the things that older men do is act like they're trying to knock younger men for not having what we have. Younger men, I'm gonna need you to know why. The truth is that as we get older, our testosterone levels start to drop after 30, right? So when we were younger, you remember like you're 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, whatever, and you got a girlfriend, how you sleep with your girlfriend like 3 times a day, every day. Okay, older men can't do that. And older men start to become jealous of a younger man's youth and virility. It's the truth. I know I know they're not going to tell you, but I'm 48 years old. Trust me on this. It's the truth. Older men start to be jealous of a younger man's youth and virility, right? And it doesn't make any sense. But what we start to do is talking about what young men don't do and what young men don't have and blah, blah, blah. Like we used to not be young men, and like we always had it together too. Mm-mm. As you get older, those testosterone levels start to drop. And it's a beautiful thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Even though older men don't see it that way, it's a good thing. Because like the Apostle Paul said, in a fear-inspiring way, I'm wonderfully made. Those testosterone levels start to drop after 30, so that as an older man, you can start to focus on more important things than just smashing and trying to have sex. You can start to focus on career. You can start to focus on being a father, being a husband, providing, protecting, and leading in spirituality. The things that young men aren't really concerned about because the majority of their process is eaten up by their sex drive. So as we get older, that sex drive is supposed to drop down so that we can focus on what's more important, right? So once we start to focus more on what's important, then that sex drive starts to go down, and we're more focused on career. We're more focused on money. We're more focused on the future because we don't have those high testosterone levels to get in the way, right? All right. So when we see younger men now having an opportunity to do what we did when we were younger, older men start to feel some kind of way about that. Younger men, you have to know this. So what we start trying to do is we start trying to act like we're better than you because of what we have. Younger men, I need you to understand something. We are not better than you. We have more than you because we've been on planet Earth twice as long. We're supposed to have more than you. We've been here twice the amount of time you've been. You know what I mean? We've been here twice the amount of time that you've been here. So, But it's a problem how older men fail younger men. It's a problem. Even if you think all the way back to the Kingdom Hall and how as a young man you may have gotten disfellowship for the exact same thing that the elders who disfellowshipped you, they did the same thing when they were your age. So you were 16, 17, 18, 19, and you got disfellowship because you like some girl in the hall and you guys end up being in a relationship or sleeping with her. Oh, that's so weird. Isn't that the same thing that the elders who disfellowshipped you, isn't that the same thing they did at that age? Or do you believe they were born again virgins up to the time that they married whoever they're married to? The hypocrisy of older men. Young men, on behalf of older men everywhere, I apologize. We are supposed to be better than that. And even women, older women, fail younger women. We don't tell you how to do what we're supposed to do. We're too busy judging you for what we aren't anymore. But I'm not a woman, so I'm not talking about women. There's enough men online talking about women. We don't need one more. All right. But the thing is this, young men, you keep doing what you're doing. So you love somebody. Cool. Is it going to work out? You'll find out in time. But you work hard, you get certified at something, you get some kind of education, and you stack your bread. And if you don't have credit or you're not trying to build good credit, then save money. But older men kill me with how they talk to younger men. You ain't got a house. I done had a house since I was 30 years old. You ain't got no house. I had a house since I was 30 years old. You in your 60s. What'd you buy this house in 1950? What was the house, 30 grand? What you put down 10? That same house today would cost over $300,000. You wouldn't make it today. I've been with my woman for 20 years. You're breaking up with her. I've been with my woman for 20 years. Your woman is from a different generation than these women. These older men wouldn't survive one day in today's dating game. They wouldn't survive one day. So don't let older men knock you. You guys keep doing what you're doing. You keep surviving. You keep grinding. You keep doing what you're doing. And here's the problem with older men. Older men, you didn't have to get old. You just got older, but you didn't have to get old. But when I look at you, when I look at older men and I listen to men, and I'm talking about men my age, when I look at older men and I listen to older men talk, everything that comes out your mouth is like hater juice. Like you're just naturally born haters after the age of 40 when you're supposed to be focused. Younger men are living their lives and they'll learn the lessons that we had to learn. We try to give them advice, but we don't give them judgment. What kind of crap is that? They're younger men. We try to give them advice and whatnot, but we don't judge them because they did the exact same thing that we were doing when we were their age. Older men need to knock it off. And the problem is you didn't have to get old. You could stay current. Your look could have stayed current. The way you dress stayed current. You could have took care of your body. You know what I mean? You could have still pulled younger women. You could have took care of yourself, but you didn't. You didn't. You're old. I don't care what kind of old you are. Old and senile or old and slow, old and stupid, old and square, or an old goofy OG, whatever you are. What are you trying to do? Go out and get you some 501s and some Nike Cortez? Why don't you grow up? Every time I look at you, you look like you fell out of you look like you go home and jump in a time machine and visit 1996 again every day. What the hell are you wearing, man? You get in your car, what are you listening to? NWA? Bro. Yeah, I listened to NWA growing up. But I'm always current. I'm just a current kind of guy. I don't know if that's weird, but I'm a current kind of guy. Yes, I listened to NWA, and yeah, I heard all of that stuff, and Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston. I also listen to CML. I also listen to Mozzie, Mo3. I'm very current. I'm just a current guy. I don't know why I'm like that. I just have a very inquisitive mind, and I'm just very current, But I have a son. And my son is in his early 20s. I don't judge him for anything he does wrong. He's a young man. He got his whole DNA line from me. The way he handles money, the way he handles problems, the way he handles happiness, all that right here. So what do I look like judging him? Young men, it's not your fault these dudes got old. And I know that they're supposed to be offering you wisdom, but they're not really offering wisdom. Not from what I've seen. What they're offering is judgment, haterism, and all of this stuff. You guys keep on pressing forward, and you keep pressing towards the mark, and keep trying to do a good job. You save as much as you can. Just no matter what you do, just don't go to jail. All right? I can tell you, don't get nobody pregnant because the world has changed. Don't get nobody pregnant. Bro, listen, somebody's going to get pregnant. This is life. We're created this way. I hope that my son doesn't do it when he's not ready, but most people don't plan babies. That's something old people lie about. No, how did they get pregnant? Well, they were doing what you were doing. They were smashing without protection. And then children came out of it. Nobody said, I really want to have a baby with you. And the dude said, me too. And that's it. No, bro, that's the movies. I don't want my son to suffer the way I did. I don't want him to suffer like that. But some things that I went through, he's going to have to go through because it's part of the rite of passage of being a man. certain things that you learned along the way. Far be it from me to judge him for the lessons that he had to learn that I had to learn. All right, I can offer him advice all day, but he's his own man. He's going to learn by trial and error like most of us did. But young men, don't let these old men knock you. Just because somebody's old doesn't mean they're wise. Just because they got a head full of gray hair doesn't mean they got game and understanding or anything. You guys keep pressing forward towards the mark. You keep including God in everything you do. In a prayer life, you pray before you do everything, and you do your best. And when you mess up, you try your best to fix what you did wrong. And you keep on going on, and you'll get older. Those T levels will drop. We're made in a wonderful way to where the older we get, the more we're able to shift our focus from what's not important to what's more important. Right now, you're a young man. Your focus is on what our focus was on at that age. Do not let these old men make you think that they're better than you. They're not better than you. We are all the same, and we all learned our lessons. And you should be able to call on us and depend on us while you're going through your lessons. All right? On behalf of old dudes everywhere, I apologize. We should have been better. We should have been better examples, better role models. We should have been better. But, we get old and we turn into haters. Old, dusty haters mad. And then the game got messed up because they started introducing things like Viagra, which made you childish and old. Now you're the weird, pervy old guy. Now you're the old weirdo. You're the creepy old guy now. Shouldn't even be taking that stuff. Let things happen naturally the way God made them to happen. Let those testosterone levels drop so you can get some focus. There's nothing more pathetic than an older woman and an older man walking around still talking nasty. What in the gross hell? Shut the hell up with them little blue pills. Man, come on, man. If you're going to take something like that, you take it for your wife. You out here trying to knock young women, turning into old tricks and all that. Like, man, young men, be better than we were. Be better than we were. But don't let us make you believe that we were better than you. We were not. We learned. And some of us didn't learn. Some of us don't learn. All right. But the ones of us who did, we ain't judging you. It's your time. Shine. Enjoy your life. Give God credit for everything. Try to do the right thing. Save money. You're going to be okay. Juan.